Okay, so the next topic that we will be discussing under Module 7 is about money. Okay, so money is the economic unit that functions as a general recognized medium of exchange for transactional purposes in an economy. So basically, when we say money, this is the medium of exchange being used to purchase goods or services, to pay for liabilities and other transactions. Okay, so money provides the service of reducing transaction cost. So money originates basically in the form of a commodity. It has a physical property, and these are adopted by a market participant or participants as a medium of exchange. So these are uh, the features, okay, of what money is, and you already know what money is in circulation or as a mode of exchange. So money can be, it can be market determined, officially issued as a legal tender or fiat monies. It can also be money substitutes and fiduciary media, and it could also be in the form of electronic cryptocurrencies. So we will be discussing these terms in the next part or next video lecture, because in that video we will discuss about the different types of money. Okay, so basically in this case, money can be in different forms. Okay, however, there is only one legal tender that is uh, accepted in a particular country or in a group of countries. Okay, so depending on their policies. So money is commonly referred to as currency. So economically, every government or country has their own money system. So there are also who develops cryptocurrencies. This is in electronic form. So here, this is normally are basically developed for financing and international exchange across the world. So we will also be talking this in the next video lecture. But again, the concept of cryptocurrency is this is in electronic form. Okay, so again, the main purpose is for financing and international exchange across the world. So money is considered to be a liquid asset. When we say liquid asset, um, meaning to say this is good as cash readily available for payment of the obligation for exchange. Okay, so this is used in the settlement of transactions. So it also functions as uh, general acceptance of its value, or it based on the general acceptance of its value within the government, economy, and even internationally through foreign exchange. Okay, so again, depending on the acceptability. Okay, so for trading, normally depending on the supplier or the seller, whoever party will be receiving the money. So the most common is US dollars, or again, depending on the choice, okay, of those who will accept the payment. Okay, so the current value of monetary currency is not necessarily derived from the materials used to produce the note or coin. So meaning to say, here, unlike the commodities or goods, we price or we value the goods or services based on the inputs, okay, or the cost of goods sold or cost of goods manufactured. Okay, this is not true for our money. Okay, so it doesn't follow that um, the cost of producing the money will also be the value of that money. Okay, this is not the way it is here for our currency. So instead, the value is derived from the willingness to agree to a displayed value and rely on it for use in the future transactions. Okay, so this is money's uh, primary function. So what is it? A generally recognized medium of exchange. Okay, so where people and global economies intend to hold, they are willing to accept for payment for current or future transactions. So this is its primary function. So economic money system began to be developed for the function of exchange because uh, in history, I mean, the mode of exchange is through barter. Okay, there is no money involved, meaning to say, whatever you have, may it be good or even service, you can pay for it to acquire for another commodity. Okay, so here, uh, as the time passes by, because of the need for the mode of exchange and because of the limited resources, so there is need actually for a mode of exchange. Okay, this is in the form of money now. So the use of money as currency provides a centralized medium for buying and selling in the market. So this is how money makes our transactions, trading, uh, has become efficient. So this was first established to replace bartering as mentioned. So monetary currency helps us to provide a system for overcoming the double coincidence of one. So meaning to say here, the value of a commodity will be paid exactly, okay, based on the value of the money that we exchange or we pay for. Okay, so unlike bartering, the value of one good is could be higher or lower than that of the good that you want to exchange with. So the double coincidence of ones is a ubiquitous problem in a barter, where in order to trade, each party must have something that other party wants. So that's the problem. Okay, meaning to say, what may be uh, what I want may be more than what I can give you, or what I want will be lower than what you can provide for exchange. So there is no equal value of exchange in bartering. Okay, so that's double coincidence. So when all parties use and willingly accept an agreed upon monetary currency, okay, therefore they can avoid this problem because there is an exact value that is being exchanged for a certain good or service. Okay, for money to be useful, they have to possess these following features. So number one, money should be fungible. So units of the good should be of relative uniform quality so that they are interchangeable with one another. So meaning to say there should be an equal value in terms of exchange. If different units of goods have different quantities, then their value for use in future may not be reliable or consistent. Okay, so trying to use a non-fungible good as money results in transaction cost of individually evaluating each unit of the good before an exchange can take place. Unlike if it is fungible, meaning to say there's already a certain or exact amount or value that is uh, placed in the currency for exchange. Okay, so the next feature is that money should be durable. Meaning to say the physical character of the good should be durable enough to retain its usefulness in the future exchanges and be reused for multiple times. That's why, if you could notice, our money is made from fiber. Yes, from fiber because it is more flexible than that of an ordinary paper. Okay, however, depending on how we handle the money, like for example, you have washed it with water, fold it for how many times for a long time, so it definitely will be uh, uh, it will be destroyed. Okay, so but again, the money should be durable for us to use it for multiple times. Okay, so a perishable good or good that degrades quickly with use in exchange will not be a useful uh, medium of exchange for future transactions. So trying to use a non-durable good as money conflicts with money's essentially feature-oriented use value. So again, money should be durable so that it will sustain and last for a long period of time of use. Okay, the next feature is that money should be portable. So it should be divisible into small quantities so that people appreciates its original use, value, and it's highly enough that the worthwhile quantity of the good can be conveniently carried or transported. So that's why, aside from the physical currency that we are now having, you can notice that there is already electronic form of monies like cryptocurrency, cards, um, electronic bank transfer, payments, and so on, with which we do not actually need a physical money to exchange or for exchange or payment. So an individual or indivisible good, immovable good, or good of low quality or low original use value can create issues. Okay, so that's why money should be portable because we are constantly traveling or our distance from that of those we transact with are very far. Okay, so trying to use a non-portable good as money could produce transaction cost. Of course, you have to carry a lot of weight. Okay, that is not practical. Okay, and it's not transferable that easy. Okay, so and they are immobile object. So that's why our money is considered to be portable because it's in small quantities and you can carry it around with you. Okay, another feature is that it should be or the money should be recognizable. So the authenticity and quantity of the good should be readily ascertainable to the users so that they can easily agree to the terms of exchange. So that's why the money has printed on it the value, okay, of how much it actually holds, okay, in terms of value. So trying to use a non-recognizable good as money produces transaction cost again, okay, because there will be issues of the agreement on the authenticity and quantity, okay, of the goods by all parties to an exchange. So that's why the money should be recognizable and legal tender, okay, and valid as well. Okay, another feature is that money should be stable. Meaning to say, the value that people place on a good in terms of the other goods that they are willing to trade should be relatively constant, or depending on the situation, it can increase over time. Okay, but then again, the money that we have, if that is its value, it doesn't change over time, although its purchasing power will reduce or increase in some cases. But the value of that is still um, the same. So a good whose value varies widely up and down over time or constantly loses its value is less suitable. Okay, that's why our money has its um, uh, exact value printed on it. Okay, so trying to use a non-stable good or money reduces also again transaction cost because we have to repeatedly revalue the good in each successive transactions. Okay, so there will also be a risk of the exchange value of the good might drop below its other direct use value, or they may not be useful at all. Okay, so in that case, it will no longer circulate therefore as money. Okay, so those are the different features of money. So in the next videos, we will be discussing also other subtopics under money. It's all about money.